We are back. We're back in the stew.
Smell my fingers. Smell my fingers.
We are back. We're back in the stew. We are back.
Episode 100 of In the Stew. I'm Adam, this is Liam. We're here with the one and only veteran of war, veteran of comedy, and veteran of all all-star meals in town. The one and only, some might call him the master of Wits End.
Josh Bates. Master Bates.
So, I thought you guys were going to like talk for like 10, 15 minutes
No.
about shit and then bring me in.
No, we're
So I was
here
like, damn,
right now.
dude.
We're
All right,
here.
Popped.
You're not bearing the lead. You're just like, let's get to it.
Let's get right to it.
Happy to have you here.
Happy to have you, Master Bates.
Yeah. I'm glad you had 99 episodes that you decided, you know what, we don't want him here.
We were too scared.
Yeah, I've been hearing that lately. I've been hearing that I'm intimidating.
Oh, interesting.
I think it's more of that people don't like looking into the mirror. I think you're a parent, you're up front.
I'm their mirror. I'm
You're
their mirror. And they don't
mirror.
want to look at it. They don't
Yeah.
want to see it.
Yeah, because it's
That's why
authentic.
Liam, that was the first time he's ever looked in my eyes just now. I liked it. We're doing it again. Is that good?
That was scary.
Yeah, I think that, you know what, to be honest, at first I didn't like it because I was like, I'm just like everybody else. But I think it's a part of everyone's journey. I think you have to be, like, when you start off, like, kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I should go talk to him.
Yeah, worrisome.
Yeah.
I think it's also self-aware to create that distance, because if you don't separate the distance of you being the owner of the comedy club and that how lucky you are to hit the open mics, then
Yeah.
you're treading on thin ice.
Exactly. And I bet there's a whole lot of bozos in the DMs like, so Master Bates, please,
Like,
let me get on the show.
So
Yeah, how is it navigating the bozos?
the DM, dude, I get so many, like, yo, it will be from somebody here in Charleston that's never done comedy, and it'll just be like, yo, let me headline next week. not even like a salutations, I'm a this, here is some video. It's just, let me do it.
you
And
know what it is.
yeah, you know what's up. And like, I want
I'm
to
the
respond,
shit.
you know? I do. I want to respond and be like, oh, absolutely. Right this way, you know?
You lead them into the furnace in the back where we throw everybody.
Yeah.
Drops in.
Just give anyone the chance out on Rivers Ave, the spot at headlining.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
You could
Like,
do
can
like
you
an
draw a
American
crowd?
Idol. But then it's just Kill Tony. Fuck
Yeah.
that. No,
That's good. Yeah. Do you think also we were talking about AI earlier?
Yeah.
Think a lot of these bozos crafting some jokes with AI?
I mean, I wish some of them did.
Yeah, it would be a lot better.
Yeah, they'd be better. They'd have punchlines and setups. No,
you got
I
a point
think
there.
I think eventually people are gonna use it. I'm sure people already are, but like, if it gets them to a good joke, if it inspires them to maybe come up with something, because AI is never gonna come up with something really funny.
That's good.
Damn, look at that.
Let the AIDS
I forgot
fall.
we're on video. There we go.
I use it more as like a technicality kind of thing, like I have what's it called? Like, give me like writing techniques
Sure.
to use.
Yeah.
because
Which-
he's illiterate.
I am illiterate,
Yeah.
so it's
'cause-
pretty tough to write down stuff in general.
Yeah. You do the text to speech.
Text to speech, everything, and it's like, what did you just say? I'm like, I honestly don't know what I said, but where was I going? Oh yeah. I've written one joke with one of their techniques. It's pretty good, and it's more for my old jokes that I've said so many times that I don't like, and like they've given me ways like, oh, you like this
reword it.
punchline? Yeah, exactly.
That's true. You could put in your own joke word for word and just say, hey, give me a different take on this.
I've done that, but
Yeah.
doesn't know the voice.
It's funny is you can also have it be like, tell me a joke in the voice of, and name a comedian, like a pretty famous one, and it will try to do it, and some of it's pretty bad, but some of it I'm like, okay.
If you do it like, can you do this in the voice of Eddie Murphy? Does it add a bunch of N-words to the joke?
Not the N-words, but it will give it like an urban voice. You know what I mean?
Enough to notice.
Yeah.
It'll
code
start it
switches.
with, hey, man.
First things first, put on the outfit from Thriller.
Yeah. That's in the parentheses, and then it's yo, yo, yo.
While wearing white gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all mixed up. Yeah.
There was a headline in Charleston where it was like cowboy holds up Applebee's for like their chicken tenders, right? He was like eating all the chicken tenders. It's all you can eat chicken tenders at Applebee's right now.
I mean, I also wish I was that cowboy. I hope he got what he was.
So he held up just the room, or he held up to get the chicken tendies?
I have no idea the specifics. All I do know is our friends punched that into AI, and of course the cowboy was black, and then we just sent it off into the group
the
chat.
AI sent out.
It was being sensitive of
He basically was like, "Give me a
cultures.
Cowboy eating chicken," and the AI is like, "Okay, it's a black cowboy
perfect. Yeah,
eating
obviously.
chicken."
I'm gonna fill in the gaps for you. And then I was like, "This is a bit much to just float me in the group chat." I was like, "Make him Asian," and his teeth were huge.
It was like too.
I was like,
Asian.
"Okay, AI, maybe it is getting more accurate."
Yeah, and it was like a wanted poster almost. And I just wish they were like, all right, make it white now. Make the cowboy white. And then the cowboy was just hailing with the piece of chicken.
It wasn't as good. Yeah. Man. I love it. I love it though. I love AI.
We watched a whole like documentary about how AI is going to take over the world in the next 6 years.
Yeah.
I think 2030 is last year. I've been saying
He's
2030.
been saying for a while. The more times change, I believe him.
I've been saying 2030 since 2019.
Yeah. No, the rate at which it's going, how fast it's going. I mean, you know, you look a year ago, a Will Smith video eating spaghetti.
Yes, that's my benchmark. Yes, I pulled him.
How about the kangaroo trying to get on the flight?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And
was
now, in just a year, look how much they've improved.
Oh, yeah.
And they're saying that, like, there's a thing, it was on Rogan. I don't watch or listen to Rogan, but it was interesting. I can't remember the name of the project. It's like, it's a website where you can go to, and they really break down the next 6 years, how quickly AI is going to change. And it's fascinating because it's right now it's an arms race.
Yeah, exactly. That's
That
what
was in the
the
video.
documentary touched on a lot. It was like the U.S. versus China, like who's going to get to basically superhuman AI first.
Yeah.
And I'm still here like, no, make them more Asian.
Yeah. Well, that's how they're going to win. Is
Bigger black tits.
Yeah,
Do it.
Make the swimsuit is invisible. It's like a fleshy color.
And the temperature in the room is like 20 degrees.
She's freezing. So powder lips and her nipples. But yeah, I think erotic porn, those authors are fucked now. None of them are going to, be successful now that AI can get dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
AI can get dirty.
And
Yeah.
then women are going to be reading these words and then go and talk to a man, and the man will not speak like the AI whatsoever, and she's going to start fucking her AI boyfriend.
Yeah, and then guess what? Birth rates are dropping already
Then-
because of all the elf porn out right now.
And then we're under the do you want a thought daughter or gay AI baby? And
That's
You got
your choices
both,
now.
and you got
Yeah.
both.
That's it.
that's all it is.
And that's why I'm jerking off to Stewie riding a dragon. Because it says, this is going to make you come in 5 seconds. And I was like, nope, you're proven wrong. It took 12.
Yeah, AI is the only thing with like a 5-year plan that I can trust. Like any of my friends hitting me with a 5-year plan, I'm like, none of that is going to happen. The exact opposite. But AI is smart enough to plan out the next 5 years.
Yeah, what do you want me to do in the next 5 years? Fuck what I want to do in the next 5 years.
You tell me what to do.
Exactly. And I think that's how we're just going to eat into this AI will take over the world, because it's like, I mean, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to type out this breakup text to my girlfriend anymore. I don't have to,
Well, I wonder if they're going to put perimeters around something like the stock market, because I guarantee you AI is going to be able to, someone's going to invest a couple of $100 million to just make AI specifically train on Wall Street. And even if it gives you like a 20-30% return and it's been proven to do that, it changes the entire even reason of the existence of a stock market if it fucks it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the AI just turns it on and off now.
Yeah.
I think it's inevitable that AI makes its own meme coin. It's just crypto. Just study
When it
some
starts
markets.
trading, it's on its own. It's gonna be. I don't know. Everyone's like, "Oh, we're training it on D's nuts right now. It knows D's nuts jokes. It knows all the memes."
They did that last week. Like, they're on to the next thing now. They're on.
I feel like we're just solving cancers out here.
As soon as they figured out the fingers, they were going, dude. That stopped them for a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of webbed hands out there. Yeah. A lot of crooked letters on these signs that they're making.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not too keen on the idea. Also, I don't care if it takes my job. Take my job. I don't
take it. Why not?
I mean, if AI wants to make my salary every year, go ahead, dude.
I'm already tired of the AI commercials, though. There's a lot of commercials already. I start to see, like Coca-Cola. They had a couple of commercials where it's like AI people.
This was a prompt enjoying a cola.
Yeah, exactly. Just a singular prompt that someone typed in, and I don't know. Maybe
aren't we all just prompts typed into a computer? That just takes some time for it to happen.
I think my dad beat the prompt into me, to be honest. Into what I am.
Did he beat the prompt into you? Should you call the cops? Like, do you want to talk about it?
No, it's in the past. Why do we need to bring it up again? Right. Maybe I brought it up.
Well, something in the past I want to talk about is the Grace O'Malley show we went to.
Yeah.
Debauchery. Absolute debauchery.
So many chops. There was so many. So every girl under the age of 25, and they were all drunk as fuck.
Bunch of floozies out there.
Bunch of floozies getting wasted.
And I got thrown a curveball. I walked in the room. It smelled like a Bed Bath & Beyond. I was like, I'm about to enjoy. I'm about to learn. Yeah. I'm about to learn what makes women laugh. You know? I'm about to.
Real. That was a women TED Talk.
Yeah, I was excited for it because I know she's like a figurehead. Great Miss Grace is.
Right now.
Yeah. So like of having fun and like being yourself, I assume, because all those girls were way too happy to be some white honky bitch.
They were.
I'm not to discourage her weight. No, I'm not saying anything about her weight, but she's a type. She's a type that really hot girls they always have one of those girls in their groups.
Yep.
So she's that girl. So it's like I don't even think they're laughing with her.
No, really. Well, yeah, you got to see.
Oh, she's that.
She just brings the energy. That energy.
She's the one that's always talking because. All of them, they're so hot they have
dog
no
brain.
The
only thing next on their mind is which sink they're gonna throw up in.
Mm-hmm. That sucked.
I had an interesting one last night. You saw right after I talked to you. Did you see that lady come up and talk to me?
Yeah. For like a while.
Exactly right, and
it started wild.
Yeah, it got physical.
Was there any like
She had no clue who I was.
You need to break this conversation.
Exactly.
So you and I talked, and as soon as you and I finished our conversation,
she immediately latched.
She was in the wing.
Exactly.
She was waiting to talk to you.
I like your glasses. I was like, oh, thank you. She's like, frameless, all this stuff, and we were talking, and it was a good conversation. What's your name? My name's Liam. Very cool. And she was, just talking, having normal conversation. She mentioned her husband, but she mentioned her husband, and was also.
Touchy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I really like your glasses, and like very, very touchy and grabby.
Craigslist.
And kept talking, and then she was
upside down pineapple people.
She's like, yeah, I was Wednesday night. Me and my husband and our friends went out. I blacked out. We had a wild Wednesday night. She's like, I don't usually go that hard on a Wednesday. Then we went to shelter, and then we did it on a random dock. And I'm just.
She was during the same conversation.
This is in the conversation.
Right there at the bar.
Yep, right there.
Were you able to get a breath in? You didn't even tell me this. You must have been
Exactly.
processing.
I've been saving this. I've been saving this. Because I was like, oh, okay, I was hard before. Now I'm rock solid. But she kept talking, and she was like, good luck at the show tonight. And I was like, you think I'm Liam Cola? And she's like, yeah. I was like, I'm not on the show tonight. And she's like, oh, I've been standing here trying to keep it cool this entire time.
So she thought you were Liam Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's the only appropriate time to pretend to be another comedian is if you're about to get into a swinger situation.
There's no reason to correct her at that point.
Yeah.
There was a
You can
split
think that.
second. There was a
You
split
can
second
think
where I
that.
was like, I should just go into it, and maybe me, her, and her husband will go and do it on a random dock.
Yeah, little fucking devil's triangle out of the marina.
She was very open. She got right to the point with that story, and it's like there was no. I mean, besides her touching me and like her being very flirtatious while telling me about her husband, there was no intro to sex, you know, there was no sex talk, and then she just slipped in, and then we did it on a random dock.
How many random docks are there in Charleston?
Yeah.
I feel like they're all accounted for.
A few random
There's a big
Yeah.
takes the real locals.
Who's
to
got
know.
that Ring camera footage?
And if somebody shined a flashlight, they would look like two raccoons just out on the dock.
So you were like the butterfly flapping its wing, where like you altered history last night because you were supposed to be Liam Cola.
I was.
Who was supposed to have a threesome with this married couple, and he probably didn't.
I think when she sat down and told him that that's not Liam Cola, I think he was extremely disappointed.
The guy that wanted
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like,
you to fuck his wife, but really just wanted to stare at your abs.
Yeah, jerk off to me fucking his wife.
yeah, you mean he's funny and he's got abs? You're fucking my wife tonight.
And it's on Almost Friday TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I could have bossed up in that moment.
Is that bossing up?
I could have bossed up in that moment and
Sleeping with
fucked this
someone
dude's
else's
wife. But, you know, I didn't. I don't know. It's summer. It's hot.
That's a good way to start it off, though.
I bet that was some.
Did you just walk away, like and then like left?
She was sweet and talked to me. She's
less fucking.
no, she was still extremely flirtatious. Not gonna lie, but yeah, I let her walk away. I wasn't trying to fuck her because it was probably some sticky, gross sex. Oh wow!
Damn.
And
leave
with
it.
AIDS involved, the AIDS book fell.
It's Phil. There.
So why are you just? Eee.
Yeah, but I saved that. It was good. I told you that because
Yeah,
75% of that conversation, she thought I was Liam Cola.
Well,
Like,
no,
is that how girls start those conversations? Because she literally was just like, "I like the color red. Hi, I like apples and rice. And do you want to fuck me and my husband?" That's how it went. It was weird.
I mean, I guess so. It's probably how those conversations go because they're just looking for someone who's easy and gonna be like, I mean, yeah, say less. I am 100% down.
Wow.
And that's probably what they're looking for.
did that invoke any type of self-reflection that's how the populace perceives you
Me?
as somebody
As
who'd
someone-
fuck their wife?
You know, I don't
Means
think
you can perform under pressure.
I
New
mean, I'm
experiences.
happy that they'd want like an alpha like me to fuck their wife.
Yeah, is that what that is? Yeah. No,
I'm just you know, all over.
huge fucking hog.
Yeah, I mean, I was pissed off that I didn't get to talk to her about my giant hog. But she felt the aura of it, I think. And that's that's good enough.
If I was to let someone fuck my wife, I'm making sure I feel like
The man in the situation.
Well, at some point, I feel like at the end of the day, you just punch him in the back of the head or something, you know, mess him up in the
If
moment.
someone's dogging your wife better than you.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be scared of them.
No.
Yeah.
You know?
It's got to be some freak.
That or just like and then even if like there was a chick, even if she was hotter than my wife, I'm not. I mean, the golden rule is I'm going to tell my wife, I'm going to be like, I mean, you mean the girl with the big nose? She's like, she has a normal nose. I'm like, well, are you kidding me? It's disgusting. Secretly, she's fucking smoking hot.
Yeah, she's got split ends. It's ugh.
I don't know. Anytime a hot girl walks into these doors of Wits End, it ain't no secret. It ain't no secret.
It's very obvious.
It's known.
It ain't no secret.
It's funny when they come to open mic because they are at the safest place.
I don't get it coming.
I don't. I think it makes them feel good about themselves. I think it,
Yeah.
that, and they know it's like going to a gay club. They know they're not going to get raped.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's at the very least where you'd start.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gross, but we're not rapists.
No.
The security is knowing that we're the goofiest guys in town.
Yeah, but
Silly boy.
There's a new female. It's fun to watch all you boys just fucking. And I'm not saying you boys, but the
Young
boys
men.
just the men just going in for the kill. It's funny to watch. It's enjoyable.
I've gone in for the kill recently.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, let me, put in my Instagram." And she goes to my Instagram, and I was hunting down some other chick's profile in the search history, and she saw me click on 15 different Tiffany's.
Is your 8th grade girlfriend there?
Yeah. It was that one girl, she said, "Was it Tiffany?" She said
Can't
hi to me
remember how to
one
spell
time.
the last name.
Yeah, I did.
You know
and
it starts
it's-
with a Z.
And I might have been, maybe it was Tiffany spelled like Epiphany. And
She was really into Wilderness Tiffany.
Maybe you have a story for her why she's not on Instagram. Well, it's because she's in the Peace Corps.
yeah.
On the ocean a lot. That must be it.
Yeah, she was out, exactly. It might not be on her phone.
Find
And
her one day.
I'm patient, I'm
Is there a
waiting.
girl out there for both of you guys? A girl, the one that got like she doesn't exist. You can't find her anymore. You wish you could find her.
No,
No.
they're doing good. I'm very easygoing. I got good relationships with all the past girls. Woman, maybe. I feel like I'm the kind of guy to lose the good one.
Oh, I've got some ones where it's like, I'm mad that I didn't do it. Right.
But like, is there ones that like you can't find anymore? Like even if you go to Instagram or Facebook to stalk.
Well, no, that's the thing
They're-
about
they're
our
still alive.
generation
They're
is
not
that we
dead.
have the biggest paper trail on planet
Exactly,
Earth.
yeah.
Like, at the very least, I could find out
That's true.
what strip club she's working at.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah.
She can't be far.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a car.
I can see if she's got the OnlyFans link in her bio.
I'd recognize that donut on a Corolla anywhere.
It's a different time that we live in now. I could find out what my ex is doing whenever I want. I can just fucking
Not
log
all
in.
of them. Some of them they've blocked them
yeah.
out of their life. But me being their gay best friend, I get all the details there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Probably a few that I've gone and searched where it was like good times. I'm like more like reminisce on the good times. Like, oh yeah, that was. I do remember that hazy moment where I snapped in between drunkenness and fucking you.
That one time.
That one time.
Exactly. It was, there's always that one where it happened that one time, and I was like, damn, I wish it had happened 2 times instead.
At least twice.
2 times is a lot better than 1 time.
Yeah, I could have showed her.
Yeah.
It's not always that bad.
Exactly. But the one thing I got to stay away from, it's summertime, so everyone's getting a little stinky.
Yeah,
It's tough.
Stinky time. It's not time to hug.
And for big guys like us, it's
you don't. There's a time of season where you just stop touching people.
You just dry hump with jeans on for the sake of your nose.
So just don't come and hug me.
stand 6 feet away and say, "You look great over there."
Yeah, I don't want like the glistening hands. That's sweat. I don't want you to rub up against that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
It's kind
not
of reaffirming in the winter when all us white people are chalky, no
This
lotion.
is the time where
It's
there's
like, at least I know you smell decent.
I don't need you shaking ass in front of me. I need you up on the stage on the pole, far away from me, so I don't smell it.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's what you mean by smelly season.
It's-
all the ladies are at the strip club or
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about the strippers out here. Worried about these stinky women dancing on the pole.
I came to visit him before I moved here, and I don't know when it was, but it was stinky time.
Yeah.
And he got me drunk enough and convinced me, hey, I ordered an Uber to the strip club. I'm like, all right, I'm visiting you. Let's do it. Pull up. Security lady's black. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Front desk lady black. That's cool.
Okay.
Walk
Yeah,
in. We
man.
are the only 2 white people out of like 150 people.
All black strippers?
Black strip club.
Yeah.
And
Did he have that look on his
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
We're doing this.
We're doing it. Of course,
yeah.
I'm in.
Fuck yeah,
I mean,
dude.
I'm in. Let's do it.
I
And
was in.
It was stinky time, and I swear there was one time I got a free lap dance where I just got used as a paper towel roll. Like I feel like I just got like glistened off.
She's like, I just need cleaned up.
I got a towel off after this.
The best part about it
was
was being the only white guys in the establishment, because then it did draw somewhat of an attraction towards us.
yeah.
But it was when the ass cheeks were swinging. It was like a fan wafting air into our face.
Yeah.
And there was a point where it like both hit us at the same time, and we looked at each other and we're like, oh.
Long shift.
Yeah, let me hit the vape. Let me hit the vape.
Yeah.
So I don't know how dirty this show gets, but
Let it rip.
there was this girl after my first marriage. I was just plowing through girls for a while, like just
yeah.
one after the
Bulldozer.
other. Because like being in your 30s and having a house, like girls are just like, here's my vagina.
Yeah,
you know?
of course.
But this girl she was amazing. One day, she was a little stinky. I've been very lucky, never had that experience really, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fucking her from behind, but every time I go in, it's like, those things for the fireplace?
Yeah.
I was like wafting
The
it. And
fireplace bagpipes.
it was just going right up my nose every time I went in. So I started going like slower so the waft wouldn't come. And she was like harder. And I was like, like I wasn't giving it to her because it just, and then I would do this thing where instead of this, I was doing this.
Water.
And I was like, this is what it means, like stinky puss. And she was a great girl, and I stopped talking to her. I feel really bad.
Well, girls don't want to be told that they're stinky, and we're human beings.
I've dropped the stink word in the bedroom before.
Ooh, that didn't go well.
Oh damn! No, it was heated. It was. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm stinky right now? And I was like,
Is that how you told her? Did you go, hey, you stinky
no,
right
it was
now?
more of like, well, so we both went for a run,
Yeah.
and then fucked,
Yeah.
and I was like,
That's your own fault.
I was talking about, I brought up how I'm stinky because I was running, and she goes, well, was I stinky? I'm like, well, I mean, we just went for a run.
Yeah, you got my
And
you got
yeah, I know.
And also, look
I
at me.
stepped right
I
into
was
it.
on top of you for 30 minutes.
yeah.
I was
Oh my
marinating on top of you in the sun. Yeah.
God.
It
No,
was,
not me though. Girl's a little stinky. I'm like throwing her like a puppy into the bathtub.
You're fine with it.
Yeah,
You're just-
I don't care. Well, she's a
like
very
a slip
active
and slide.
person.
Yeah.
She's on her feet all day and she teaches yoga. So like she'll do all that and come over and I'm like, I was nice enough to wash the sheets for you.
It's stinky time.
It's stinky time.
Girl, whatever.
It's clobbering time. It's stinky time.
She
Stinky
thinks I'm
time.
taking off her clothes because I want to fuck, but they just smell.
She's like, hey, I'm going to jump in the shower. Like, no, girl. Get in bed. It's stinky time.
Bring your stinky ass over here.
No, strip club, dude. I'm not a strip club guy, but being in the military, you're required to go often, with the boys.
Yeah.
Bonding.
So my two favorite strip club stories, one was in the middle of nowhere, Kokomo, Indiana, just
Nice.
out in the middle of the fucking cornfields. There was this shack, and inside the shack was a strip club. There was no pole. There were like 10 folding chairs in the corner of the room, and you would go over there, and it was really dark, and that was like the private. And they were just dry humping guys over there.
The boys.
Yeah, the boys for like a little bit, and then there were a bunch of bikers, like Hell's Angels guys, on the other side, just hanging out, playing poker. I guess it was
The
really
cool guy
good.
corner.
I think it was just their clubhouse, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, this chick who was like 7.5 feet tall walks up to me, and she looked like Chewbacca. Like she was in these furry boots, just fur everywhere. And she was talking to me, and she's sitting on my lap.
Uh-huh.
And of course, she's very heavy. She's a big lady.
Even with the bone structure alone.
That's
I
it,
can't do the Chewbacca. There you go.
And so we're talking, and she goes, "Hey, I'm sorry." And she stops the conversation. She goes, "Do I have bad breath?" And I was like, and she goes, "Oh, I do." She takes her G-string, and you know that little fold pocket
Yeah.
in the like a thong.
That's where I took my
It was
dick.
a chiclet. And she put it in her mouth.
Little piece of
and she
gum.
started chewing it. Yeah, a little piece of gum, and started chewing it, and then continued the conversation like it was just a normal
That's
thing.
where everyone has their pocket.
And she was working for a couple of hours.
And that's crazy. Imagine like, oh yeah, let me pay you right now.
Well, it's
And
kind of
I'm
like
holding
it's
my-
kind of like a 2-for-1. Like keep it fresh, keep both sides of the ball fresh.
I mean, I guess you really
Yeah,
put
maybe,
you
yeah.
when you're chewing on your own vagina.
Maybe, yeah, exactly. Maybe that gum is a 2-for-1, like a body wash.
And then the another time we went Tampa, Florida. Great strip clubs there because that's like real strip clubs. Everywhere else, I'm like, oh, these are cool. There, it's like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, go to Myrtle Beach. The girls look like they work at Sonic.
Exactly. Yeah. This place,
They're still on the
things are
roller
happening.
skates.
But we go in. I'm there with like a girl I'm in the shop with in the military, and she's like, "Hey, do you guys both want a lap dance?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll go in there with this chick." And we're all having a good time, and it's me and the girl, and then the stripper. And the stripper like gives me a lap dance, gives her a lap dance, and she's like, "Hey, watch the door." And I was like, "All right, cool." And then like they're kissing and stuff, and I'm like, "Hell yeah," whatever. And they're grabbing each other, and then she just goes and eats her out for like the next 15 minutes. And like every time I would watch, I'd just be like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
And then the stripper would be like, "Look at watch the fucking door." So there I am for like 15 minutes, just like.
Peripheral soldier.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Like even 5
And you're paying for this experience. You're paying to be the security guard right now.
Yeah, you're on the clock.
I almost played a little bit of Angry Birds or something. God damn.
It is.
It's not fair to be a girl because you could just go to a strip club and be like, I think I'm gonna let this stripper eat me out. It's nuts.
I tried with one of my exes to have that similar experience happen.
Yeah.
And, the strippers all over my girlfriend. It was hot. She was she was basically sucking on my girlfriend's tit while rubbing me.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And then the song ended and she just got up out of the room and left. And I was like, oh yeah, that is how much I paid for. That is exactly.
This is a business.
Oh shit.
Well, it's because the blood left your dick and went back to your brain, so you start thinking about business. You start thinking about business club. Last time we went to the strip club, he ordered a lap dance, and Sicko Mode started playing, which is like a 7-minute song. He was cheesing ear to ear. He was like, "I'm getting my bang for my buck."
As soon as she was
so happy.
She was so funny because
3 extra minutes. He's like,
exactly. She took me into the corner and she's talking to me for a while. And before she started, she's like, "Actually, let me wait till the next song so that you can get the full song." And then I hear Sicko Mo start. I'm like, "Let's fucking
Start
go."
your engines. Yeah.
So in college, lived in this shitty apartment, and 3 friends. One of them, he was like the first guy on the internet, like the first guy ever, I think. Mm-hmm. And he was like talking to girls online, and he'd be like, "Yo, I'm bringing some bitches over to the house tonight," and they would never come, come through.
Well,
and then one night
they were coming online for sure, though.
Oh, they were. And then one night, like, we have a party, everyone's leaving. It's like 2, 3 a.m. And he's like, "Hey, the party's not over. I got some girls coming over." And we're like, we're so tired of hearing about this. He's like, "No, they're strippers. They're just getting off of work." And we're like, "You're retarded. No one's coming." Fucking 3 strippers come in the house. They're like, "Hey, let's party. You guys have anything to drink? We just got off work." And we're like, "Fuck yeah, dude. Way to, come through." So we're talking to these chicks. 2 of them are bored as fuck. They're like, "Fuck these guys." And they're like, "Hey, we're going to go to this other party. Let's go." And the other girl was like, "Well, I think I'm going to stay around for a little bit." She's like, "You guys want..." She's like, "I didn't make a lot of money tonight. You guys want some private dances?" And we're like, hell yeah, we will. So she's like, I'll just stay here. You guys come pick me up later. And they were like, all right, cool. And now that I think about it, they're fucked up for leaving her there. But anyway, so the three of us get together, the three guys, because she's like, I'm going to go get my outfit.
How much money do we have?
Yeah, so we get together. We're like, how much money
Get
do
the
we
change jar.
have? We have $1. And someone's like, I'll go to the ATM real quick. And he's like, fuck that, dude. I go to the ATM, I come back, I'm going to miss out. We're like, you're not going to miss out. Fucking come on. Like, go to the ATM. He's like, I'm not going to the ATM. And you guys get a bunch of lap dances. By the time I get back, it's over. And he's like, fuck that. We got $1. We'll be fine. She comes out and she's like, you guys ready? She turns on some music. And, she's fine as fuck. And so the three of us with our fucking little mini boners are all fucking lined up on the couch. First lap dance, puts the $1 in the G-string. Second lap dance, the first guy takes the $1 out of the G-string, gives it to the third, his other hand, gives her the $1 again. We do that for about half an hour.
Just playing hot potato.
She was drunk. She had no idea that she made $1 that
I would have been more happy that we were executing it than the fact that there was a private stripper dancing on me and the bros. I've been like,
gave me an erection.
exactly.
Both of them.
Also knowing
stimulated both brains.
Knowing that
you
it
were
was
thinking about business and you were
knowing that they were passing around the poop dollar.
Like, was that shoplifting?
Hell yeah.
Shoplifting.
yeah.
I mean, it's bad. But it was a different time.
It was a different time.
9/11. You know what I mean?
Everything before pre 9/11.
Yeah, explain this to me. How'd the towers fall, but that building in India made out of poop and mud didn't explode?
Didn't explode.
Explain that to me.
Yeah, Donald Rumsfeld.
I don't think we have the time to get to
Yeah,
that.
tell me about that, Oprah.
Tell me about that, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, rap about that.
Rap about it. Drake, let me dance to it, Drake.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
that's all we got. I have to pee.
Yeah, you got to get ready for your show.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's it.